Hello, and welcome back to day 15 of the Abundance Challenge. We're going to pop back into day 4 of the Abundance book. And like you can see, I've got it on my phone. So, day 4. Through my consciousness of my God self, the Christ within as my source, I draw into my mind and feeling nature the very substance of spirit. This substance is my supply. Thus, my consciousness of the presence of God within me is my supply. So let's unpack this a little bit. Okay, just a reminder before I keep going. We have the ego and then we have spirit. And those of you studying Course in Miracles with me kind of have an idea with that. Oh, definitely those of you in the Healing Lab and Return to Self, I speak about it all the time. The God self is your truly who you are. The God self is the I am. And all of what I try to teach people is the rewiring of the ego into who you are. And that's where miracles land. So just through my consciousness or my awareness of my God self, also called the Christ within, as my source, because that's where all of my miracles come from. That's where all of my love comes from. That's where all my supply comes from. I draw into my mind and feeling nature the very substance of spirit. The substance, we talked about that before. I think of it like a magnetic energy. The substance is my supply. Thus, my consciousness of the presence of God within me is my supply. So just my awareness of that energy of God, of who I truly am inside of this body, inside of this I am, is my supply. That book I quote a lot, the I Am Discourses by Saint Germain, talks about this a lot. The I am of who I am is where all of my supply comes from, all of my love comes from, all of my infinite resources come from. And I'll pull a thread from here for when I work with a lot of women and men, but a lot of women who have like severe issues with their worthiness because we're taught that worthiness was in something else. And they have forgotten their God self. They have forgotten that that is who they are, right? So I'm going to reread this a few times slowly, and I want you to close your eyes and just take it in. Day 4, day 9, and day 10 are my favorites, but this is up there with my favorite. Okay, go and close your eyes. Through my consciousness of my God self, the Christ within as my source, I draw into my mind and feeling nature the very substance of spirit. This substance is my supply. Thus, my consciousness of the presence of God within me is my supply. Let me read that again. Through my consciousness of my God self, the Christ within me as my source, I draw into my mind and feeling nature the very substance of spirit. This substance is my supply. Thus, my consciousness of the presence of God within me is my supply. The consciousness of the presence of God within me is my supply. The consciousness of the presence within me is my supply. Through my consciousness of my God self, the Christ within as my source, I draw into my mind and feeling nature the very substance of spirit. This substance is my supply. This substance is my supply. Thus, my consciousness of the presence of God within me is my supply. Keep your eyes closed, keep breathing. I love to visualize almost like a flask. Inside that flask is some sort of purple liquid. And that purple liquid represents the I am. And that is within me all the time. And for some reason, I think the bank account or my husband or my kid is my supply. Whenever I go there, which happens, I'm human, I sit still and I simply take that visual of that purple flask being poured into me. This substance is my supply. My consciousness of the presence of God within me is my supply. Take a few breaths. And then when you're ready, go to open your eyes. Have a beautiful day.